You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC Soap fans. This is SoapDirt.com, and we have got some breaking news on General Hospital comings and goings that you have got to hear. Of course, this exit is something that you probably knew would come eventually, but you might not have known how quickly it's going to come. We are talking about Victor Cassadine, and we have got confirmation directly from the actor about his exit. Real quick before we dig into it, click that subscribe button so you get all your latest soap opera spoilers directly from SoapDirt.com at YouTube. Now let's dig into this big news. So, General Hospital actor Charles Shaughnessy revealed the shocking truth that Victor Cassadine's leaving the ABC soap, and it's going to come soon. So, if you were expecting his reign of terror to continue, it seems like it's all about to be over, at least according to the actor playing the villain on GH. Now, I will say this, that most of us didn't expect Victor Cassadine to stick around forever. Villains usually don't last indefinitely on any soap opera, but it surely seemed like there's a lot more story to unfold. But we are speculating, while he didn't list a date, we are speculating here at SoapDirt.com that his final scenes will be part of May Sweeps, which kick off on April 28th, 2023. Now, let's dig into exactly what Charles Shaughnessy said when he confirmed the exit. So, Victor Cassadine actor Charles Shaughnessy dropped the exit tidbit in response to an accolade about his acting work on GH. And in doing so, it seemed he leaked the info that the Cassadine villain is already done at the soap opera. Soap Hub recognized him as a performer of the week, and he replied back, "Well, I am both honored and humbled. Thank you. I have been so grateful for such a fun, meaty role, and the writers at General Hospital are giving Victor one of the greatest villain send-offs I can remember." And we do have to agree, it's been a fun, meaty role. Victor is somebody who's terribly, terribly bad, and he seems to be a true villain. One thing that Charles Shaughnessy didn't mention was his exit date, but he does confirm the great villain send-off, and since he knows all about it, that means it's already filmed. That means he is done at the soap. Again, we're expecting this to come as part of May Sweeps, which is in 2 weeks. We would be surprised if they would exit him before May Sweeps, because that's always a big deal for ratings. That kicks off 2 weeks from the date I'm recording this on April 14th. It kicks off on April 28th. And there's still plenty of plot to play out, so we do see that there's going to be many more episodes ahead before his exit. Right now, Victor's got Liesl Obrecht, his ex, hostage, along with his great nephew Spencer Cassadine and little baby Ace Cassadine. And of course, Trina Robinson is a stowaway on The Haunted Star as well. And then this week, we saw Victor doing this villain monologue where he revealed he's going to use a pathogen to kill off a huge swath of people to try and help the world. He thinks he's being benevolent. The end justifies the means and all that. But Liesl told him he was crazy. And more than crazy, this plot feels a little recycled. Let's think about this. ABC owns General Hospital. ABC owns Disney, or Disney owns ABC, vice versa. It's all the same family. And under the umbrella of ABC Disney is all of the Avenger movies. Did you see the Avengers Infinity War? Does it sound familiar that a big bad villain is going to do something to kill off half of the population to try and make the world better? Yeah. So this is basically Victor being Thanos. So it all feels very recycled in a way, but at least he doesn't have a gauntlet with a glove to snap. If you're not a Marvel nerd, sorry about that. Now, at this point in time, Victor Cassadine feels like he's in control of his destiny. He has this plan for the whole world. He's got the people with him that he wants to keep safe on the yacht. Of course, he doesn't know that Trina is there conspiring with Spencer to stop him. And Sprina, as we like to call Spencer and Trina, have this plan on General Hospital. They're going to mess with the engines on the yacht to slow it down or hopefully stop its progress on the path to the Cassadine lair in Venezuela. Spencer and Trina hope that will buy them some time for someone to find and rescue them and get them away from Victor Cassadine. Now, brand new General Hospital official spoilers for next week confirm that Trina succeeds in making trouble in the engine room, although she might not get away with it scot-clean because we figure the goons are probably going to grab her. But if she did her job right, then they could be slowed down to the point that rescuers could find them. Later next week, week, official spoilers say that Victor is furious to learn that his plans were thwarted. With Charles Shaughnessy confirming his exit as Victor Cassadine, really that leaves us with three basic options for how they are going to exit him on General Hospital. Victor could leave in handcuffs, locked up by the WSB or the PCPD. Victor could get killed and leave in a body bag, or he could escape on General Hospital. Those are all viable options. Those are really the only three options. Now, there are plenty of people in Port Charles who would gleefully put a bullet in Victor. Chief among them is Valentine Cassadine, his son, after Victor shot Anna. If Valentine was face-to-face with Victor right now, there seems little doubt that he would put a bullet right in his dad for hurting his soulmate. But there are other people involved, and there's a collision course of characters coming together as we have Helena Cassadine coming back, we have Holly Sutton coming back, and we have Tracy Quartermain coming back. So all this is on this big dramatic collision course to its conclusion. And we also know that Helena's reappearance will be during May sweeps. And so we have a feeling that it's all going to come together at the same time when Victor exits and Charles Shaughnessy ends his run on General Hospital. Right now, we expect the yacht to be slowed up on its path to Venezuela thanks to Sprina plotting. We know that Felicia Scorpio is headed to Venezuela based on the hunch she told Laura about. Holly Sutton is also on the run because she's heard that's where her son Ethan Lovett is being held by Victor. And so these two are going to run into each other, and it seems like they're either en route to or they're in Venezuela. And so we expect the big conclusion to all this may come on that set, although it may just come down on the Haunted Star. We'll have to wait and see because we're still waiting for details. And of course, there's so many people gunning for him. Sonny Corinthos wants him dead. Everybody that loves Willow Tate wants him dead because Liesl can't give her bone marrow for the dying girl. Liesl herself would gleefully kill him to stop him from releasing this pathogen. Spencer is about ready to throw his great uncle off the boat. Trina would probably help. And if the WSB catches up, they'll be gunning for him violently because of what he did to Anna. It seems like the clock is running out. What would you like to see happen to Victor? Click that subscribe button below so you get all the latest updates. And just real quick, me personally, I would like to see Victor escape only because the Cassadines are so great at escaping and because we'd like to see him come back one day to threaten people, although a lot of people would like to see him dead and gone. It seems pretty likely that he could die, but just because he's shot and seems dead, if it goes down that way, does not, of course, mean he's dead because he's been dead before, and lo and behold, he came back. So what do you think? Charles Shaughnessy confirmed Victor Cassadine's exit, and they film about a month ahead. So it looks like we could have anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks more based on the notion that Charles Shaughnessy confirmed that he's done. And we still expect this all to wrap up by a week or two into May sweep. So maybe we have a month of Victor left, maybe a little less. We'll see. What do you think?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.